Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Vaishnavi and I'm thrilled to welcome you to the fourth session of our Data Alchemy series, where we sit down with the architects of Systech to transform raw data into gold. Today's topic is particularly interesting because we're tackling a problem that every modern enterprise faces, but few have solved efficiently: unlocking dark data. We're going to explore how we can find immense value in the logs, texts, and documents that usually sit dormant in our systems. To guide us through this journey, I'm joined by Cyril Kumar Selvaraj, a cloud architect and data engineering expert here at Systech. Cyril brings over 15 years of experience with more than a decade dedicated specifically to data services. He's a Snow Pro Core and Architect certified expert who specializes in designing Snowflake-centric data platforms. He also has a great expertise in Snowpark AI and Snowflake Cortex, and he's architected solutions across industries, from healthcare and retail to industrial manufacturing. Most relevant to today's discussion, he recently architected a credit processing platform in Snowflake that automates document extraction for the financial sector. Cyril, welcome to the session.
Hi everyone. Good morning, good evening.
All right. Yes, you're right, Cyril. We have audience joining us from across the globe today. So before we dive into the presentation, just a few quick logistics for today's live session, right? We want this to be interactive, so please use the Q&A button at the bottom of the screen to submit your questions at any time. We have dedicated time set aside at the end to answer them. And yes, the session is being recorded. With that, Cyril, the floor is yours. Let's show them how we can turn dark data into actionable insights.
Thank you very much, Vaishnavi, for the quick introduction. Hey everyone, myself Cyril. So I'm a Snowflake Pro Architect. So today's webinar topic is unlocking dark data, finding value in logs, text, and documents. So we created a credit processing platform which will process all your credit documents efficiently and know it will do the faster way of processing and even you can able to provide audit reports to the complaint. So with zero complaints. So let's just discuss on the current challenges. So in the banking industry, trust is a currency. When we lose trust, we are losing the currency. So how can you have a trust in a manual process that lacks clear audit trails and prone to inconsistent validations? So if there are regulatory norms, and if we have to satisfy those regulatory requirements, then these, even though your manual checks are good enough, are still lacking. You are not up to the speed, and you are losing the competitive edge. So these manual processing are bottlenecks. You have to spend many hours in reviewing the documents. Slow turnaround time will affect your customer experience, and there is a limited processing capacity which will definitely affect your business growth negatively. And there are some data quality issues as well. So since humans tend to make mistakes, there are some errors that can happen while manually feeding the data into the system, and there is an inconsistent data validation across your document because you have to validate the data against your PDF document, which is again a sophisticated process. And also it is difficult in verifying the data accuracy against the documents. And coming to the compliance, yes, there are some challenges we might face in the when it comes to audit and compliance. It is difficult to maintain all your audit trails. You have to capture all the steps. So it is difficult to capture all the steps in the manual process, and there are some gaps in the documentation that will definitely expose some risk and incomplete validations. So it also impacts your operational inefficiency. You have to spend your cost to do the manual labor work to feed the data into your system, and it's a resource intensive operations, I mean work, and it impacts your quality as well. And you cannot able to scale this operations efficiently, because if you want to process hundreds of documents, then this manual process will definitely doesn't scale you properly. So these challenges definitely hit your business in a bad way, and it will push you in competitive disadvantages. So in the competitive world, we have to be faster, and your data should be accurate. So I'm thrilled to introduce, we have created a standard enterprise grade credit processing framework. So wherein we used Cortex AI capabilities to process all your credit documents, where all the data points are captured and verified, and all the audit trails are automated, and your business decisions will be grounded on 100% accurate data. So you can able to process, you can reduce the processing time up to 90%. So 90% of your time has been reduced by using this automated framework that we have built on top of Snowflake Cortex AI. And we provide 100% validation coverage, so that your data is accurate and data integrity is maintained across all your credit documents. So before getting into the framework, so let us briefly saw the overview of what is Snowflake Cortex AI. So the Snowflake Cortex AI has got a pretty good platform architecture, wherein in the bottom layer you could see there are data lying in the bottom layer. You can pull the data from your external system and bring the data inside your Snowflake environment through OpenFlow connectors. And also there are some pre-built AI-ready data available, pre-built applications available in your marketplace, so that you can integrate with that data and you can build your applications, or you can derive insights. And there are you can also keep your documents, right, unstructured documents, PDF or XML file, or your semi-structured data. You can keep it outside Snowflake. You can have it in an object storage repository like Microsoft Azure storage, blob storage, or AWS S3. So you can have the data external as well as internal. So you can maintain all the data inside the Snowflake environment. On top of this data, we have various tools wherein it will interact with your enterprise data, and you can derive insights out of it. So the first one is Cortex Search, wherein you can able to process unstructured data, and you can retrieve the data with this Cortex Search. So there in this Cortex Search, there are some embeddings. It will create numbers against your raw text, and it will efficiently search those information and bring that results when you ask questions in a natural language. And Cortex Analyst is essentially, it is built on top of your structured data. So it works on top of your structured data formats, and you can converse with your data, enterprise data, and it converts that text to SQL, and that SQL will be executed and it will return as a response to you. And there is a specialized document processing, where you can process your documents through document AI, parse, embeddings. So with this tool, you can able to process PDF documents, images, and scan documents. On top of this processing layer, retrieval layer, we have agents and insights. So agents are basically, it's a user experience where it is similar kind of your chat GPT or Gemini AI. You can interact, you can converse with your agents, and you can derive actionable insights out of your data. And also you can call your agentic workflow in your custom applications by calling these APIs. So you can integrate these APIs with your custom application as well. And finally, we have the multimodal AI-powered SQL Cortex AI functions, where we can perform summarization, sentiment analysis, transcription, translations. All these functions we can able to perform with this AI-powered SQL functions. And there are two pillars. The first pillars is models, where we have state-of-art LLM models available in Snowflake, OpenAI, which is GPT models, Anthropic, Claude models, Metalama, Mistral, DeepSeek, and Snowflake proprietary models also available. We can leverage these models according to your requirement. And coming to the governance layer, so it is the core part where you can build RBAC policies, and you can set your access policies, ACLs on top of your AI assets. And also you can enforce guardrails so that you can filter harmful information entering into your model. And you can evaluate the model, monitor, so what are all how much tokens it has consumed, and how the model is performing. All this informations are tracked in the monitoring section. And finally, AI Gateway will help you to streamline your traffic to the model, and your data will be entirely governed by Snowflake. It will not be leaked outside the Snowflake environment. So with this overview, so let me go into how we created this framework, right? So what is the credit processing workflow? So the first step is we have to upload the document. There are two document types, CAM and CVF. CAM stands for Credit Approval Memorandum, CVF Credit Verification Form. So basically these two documents, we upload these documents, and these documents will be stored in your staging environment. And with the AI-powered SQL functions, we extract the raw data with the use of OCR and layout analysis mode. So we extract the content out of it, and that raw text will be converted to the structured JSON using specialized extraction agents that we have built it. So I'll gonna touch those agents in the upcoming slides. I'll explain what that agent's all about. And we have built a multimodal validation, which will do a cross-reference extraction, which will do a validation against the original document images, so that your extracted data is accurate enough, so that now you can verify the data, and you can that the extracted data is accurate. You can ensure that the data is accurate. Coming to the quality assurance and reporting, we basically generate actionable validation reports with how many fields are matched, how many mismatches, what is the confidence score, and this will enable the reviewers to quickly identify the data anomalies and discrepancies, and they can manually review the document, and they can keep it ready for the complaints. And this is the detailed flow. The first step is we're going to upload the document, and this CAM and CVEF document are part of a bigger PDF document. So we don't want the entire PDF document to be converted to a raw text. So we focus on these two documents. So we specify the page ranges specific to these two document information. So based on that, it will split the pages, and it will upload those splitted pages into the staging area. And from there, we use extract SQL functions to extract the raw text, and the raw text is fed into your agents. That agents will generate your data, structured data, JSON data, and this structured data is validated against your PDF to image conversion. So we basically convert the original documents into images, so that we will use vision capability, vision validation, which will extract the data from the images and it will compare the data against your Raji sum. So finally, after verification, the data has been written to your structured data in the form of tables. So as I mentioned earlier, we support two types of documents. One is credit approval memorandum, and the second one is credit verification form. So credit approval memorandum will contain some of the important key fields like borrower details and loan type, agent information, agent name, and borrower demographic details and family information, what is his education qualification and occupation history, what is the loan amount he has requested for, and what are all the approval details. So these key fields has been extracted from the with the use of this agent. And we have another document type, CVF, credit verification form, wherein we extract some of the key fields like borrower type, names, recommended loan amounts, loan purpose, contract type, etc. So basically, we have built 4 specialized AA agents. So 2 agents for extracting the CAM and CVF documents, and 2 agents are for validating the data, accuracy of the data. So these 2 extraction agents basically extract those key fields which you have seen in the previous slides, right? So those key information will be extracted from the document, and see the validation agents essentially perform the validation. So it will do a cross-referencing. It will compare the extracted fields with the reference fields, whether the extracted field is matching with these validation agent output. So these are the 4 specialized agents we have created in Snowflake to process the CAM and CVF document. So we have implemented some advanced processing features, like as I mentioned, right? We have multi-model AA analysis, wherein we combines both the text extraction and the computer vision to validate the data. So whether the data is 100% accurate, and we do 100% validation coverage, and the data integrity is maintained across the system. And the quality, yes, we never compromise on quality, because we have an automated process wherein you can track what are all the issues, data anomalies, you can detect the discrepancies on the data, and you can there is a validation confidence score for each and every document. There is a confidence score that has been generated based on the quality process we have put in place. And we have also a document intelligence. So we have used AA SQL functions. That functions uses OCR and layout modes, which will handle your handwritten annotations and scan documents, even it is in complex forms. Say for example, if it is in a table or in different formats, this will support all type of formats with ease. And coming to the complaints management, yes, we are on. I mean, we are on par with complaints, and we track all the audit trails, all the steps that has been performed in the system. So all has been tracked, and it will be ready for your audit for the audit purpose. So we never compromise on accuracy, compliance, and security. This system is basically will give you 100% data accuracy, and we will cover 100% validation. So some of the key business outcomes, 90% processing time, you can reduce 90% of your processing time by implementing this solution. So we have so you can extract the data in an automated way using the AA agents, and we are doing 100% validation coverage, wherein every data points is validated against your source documents through the multimodal AI verification, wherein it verifies each and every key fields and compares and gives you the confidence score. There is no blind spots when it comes to the quality assurance. So coming to the regulatory compliance, we have an automated compliance checking with comprehensive audit trails. As I mentioned earlier, we have recorded each and every activity that has been performed, and who has performed, and on which time he has performed, which action he has taken. So all this information, so clear transparency is available in the system, so that all your validation reports are ready for your when it comes to audit. You can take these audit reports, and also it will reduce your risk exposure. And also we mitigate the risk. So these we have a comprehensive validation. So there are, which can eliminate your human errors and provide you a good confidence score for every extracted fields. And this will definitely support to take your sound decisions on your 100% accurate data. So with this, I'll take you to the live demo. So where I'll show you how we are going to process the CAM and CVF document. We have created React applications wherein I will go through the step-by-step process, how the document has been extracted and converted into a structured JSON, and how the validation is happening, and finally you will see the confidence score for each and every fields, and the banking operation team can take action out of the validation report. So let me dive into the live demo. Okay, this is the application we built for the credit AI processing. So for this, we have to do some configuration. So we have to configure the Snowflake URL, PAT token, and we have to mention the agent DB. Agent DB is nothing but your Snowflake Intelligence DB, and agent schema is the agent schema, which is a pre-built in your Snowflake environment. So basically, we have built 4 agents, as I mentioned earlier, right? So 2 agents basically for extracting the data from your documents, and 2 agents we built for doing the validation against your original document. So let me go through these steps. So first, let us upload one file. And just put this file. And let me. So we have to mention the ranges because we are not going to process the entire PDF documents. So we have to mention the exact page numbers. So CAM page numbers are 8 and 9, and CVF page numbers are 1 and 2. So we have to mention the page numbers, and then I choose the OCR analysis mode, and then I'm going to upload this into the staging area. So it will take some time for the document to so it will split the document basically, and it will upload the splitted documents into your staging area. So in between, I can open the document and then show you. So this is the document, and the first and second page is where your credit verification form, and you'll be having the information about the borrower and some of the basic information, how much amount he is requested for, what is the purpose of the loan. So all this informations are available in the credit verification form. And 8 and 9 is basically your credit approval memorandum. So this form has got some information about the borrower details and the agent name, and some of the information, his contact number, what is his employment history. So all this informations are captured in this credit approval memorandum form. So we are going to extract the information from these 2 documents. So I think this got uploaded. Let me pass this document. So this will pass the documents. It will call the AI. So it will call the AI functions. The AI function will pass and extract the raw text from these documents. So you could see the extracted raw output. So for the CAM, it extracted the raw information, and for the CVF, it extracted the raw text from the page numbers we have provided. And next step is we have to convert this raw text into the JSON format. So I'm going to convert this into a JSON format. So behind the scene, the two agents are running basically. So we have created two agents to extract the CAM and the CVF information in a JSON format. So it has extracted the JSON. It has converted to JSON format. And this is where we are converting the PDF documents into the image for validation purpose. So this will basically render the document pages into pages images for validation purpose. I think it's taking time. Yeah, so the image got created in this location. So two images. So one image, there are two pages, right? 8 and 9. So it created two images. And for CVF, we have mentioned 1 and 2. So it has created two images for those two pages. And finally, we'll run the validation agents. So we created two validation agents, right? As I mentioned in the slide, right? In the presentation. So we created two validation agents. Basically, it will validate against your original document with your extracted JSON content. Yeah, so it has successfully completed the validation. So I'll just show you the report. So this is a Streamlit application we have built, so which will show you, how the data has been processed, whether all the fields are with your source document. So all this information you can able to see in this Streamlit application. See, all this information you can able to see. The AI has extracted all the key information, and it has performed the validation as well, right? So we have got 100% high confidence score. So the bank operation team can review and they can mark this review as completed. It will go to the next stage, right? So it will go to the completed reviews. So let me show you the CVF as well. Yeah, it has got 85.71% because there is some slight mismatch in the loan purpose. So that's why we got a lesser score. So you can manually verify, right? So this field, I think there is some space. That's why it has given there is some space in the data, which is a data anomaly. But I think other fields are matching. So the team can manually verify and they can complete this review process. So with this thing, so on a summary, so we can able to transform all your credit processing by using Cortex AI to automate your credit document with 90% time saving and 100% validation coverage. So we have created specialized agent to process CAM and CVF document types, and you can save 90% time by processing these documents. So are you ready to revolutionize your credit operations?
Thank you, Cyril. I think after seeing these numbers, the answer has to be a resounding yes. That was a great presentation, Cyril. I think the demo really highlighted the power of the solution, especially seeing those specialized AI agents in action. I think the demo really brought it home, especially seeing how you achieved the 90% reduction in processing time. It's clear that this is a massive leap forward. It's also impressive how the system handles both credit approval memorandum and the credit verification forms so seamlessly. All right. So we have some great questions coming in from the audience. So let's get right into them. The first one touches on a very common pain point. Right.
Mhm.
One attendee asks, how does uh, uh, how does the system handle handwritten notes or poor quality scans? I know we saw some crisp documents in the demo, but how does it actually fare it in the real world?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, yeah. So the handwritten documents is difficult to process these handwritten annotations and documents. So we use OCR and layout modes to process these documents efficiently and effectively. And even though your documents are suboptimal scan documents, also it can able to extract the information with efficiently, and it can read the data with this type of OCR and layout mode, which can help you to process your document with precision.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So moving on to trust, which is a huge thing in banking, we have this question: how do you ensure the AI isn't hallucinating or misreading data?
Yeah, interesting question. So yeah, that's where we built a multi-model validation layer, right? So where we will do a validation, right? If the agent is hallucinating, so the another agent, we are doing a validation against the document, right? The extracted information. If the agent is hallucinating, the other agent will easily identify those hallucination, and it will provide you a report. So I showed you a report, right? It will give you each and every fields extracted, and it is compared with your no reference values, right? The a multi-model validation. So definitely we can able to capture those kind of gaps in the validation phase.
Okay, so this next one is critical regarding privacy. The question is our sensitive banking data used to train the public AI models?
Um, Definitely not, because we use, Snowflake has got a data sovereignty, right? So all your data are sits inside your Snowflake environment. So all will be governed and maintained by Snowflake. So it will not go beyond the boundary of Snowflake environment. So we can be confident enough that our data will not be used to train the public model. So it will be retained inside your Snowflake environment.
Fantastic, fantastic. I hope that clarifies, the points that you asked in the question. Okay, so here's a practical one for the operations team. What happens when the AI is unsure about a specific data point? Does it just guess, or is there a safety net?
Yeah, we have a safety net. That's what we do a multi-model validation, right? So we use another model to validate the extracted data. So if the data is not extracted correctly, accurately, we can able to identify those data anomalies in the validation report, and you can do a manual review, and you can take action out of it. So that's why we built a additional validation layer in place to identify these gaps and fixing these gaps.
Fantastic. Thanks for that, Cyril. Okay, we seem to have one more question, the final question, that's looking at the bigger picture. Can this platform be expanded to other document types beyond the CAM and CVF?
Yeah, definitely. We can scale the framework beyond these two document types. Yes, we have a provision in the framework where you can able to extend this framework to process other documents like your mortgage document processing or your KYC document processing. Yes, we can use this framework. We can build additional pairs of agents so that you can able to process these documents as well. So this is an extensible framework where it can scale up to, where it can scale to process other documents as well.
Fantastic. Great insights, Cyril. It's clear that, the outcomes that these solutions are addressing, on speed, accuracy, compliance. I think that's exactly what the industry needs right now. So thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today. And a big thank you to our audience for being here and asking, the thoughtful questions. If you'd like to explore how Systech can help you unlock your own dark data, please reach out to us at marketing@systechusa.com. This has been the 4th episode of Data Alchemy series, and we look forward to seeing you at the next one. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.